but I imagine he's going to struggle to keep up that same performance. Anybody would. And so now you come through with a fresh set of eyes on Ancient and can kind of settle things, knowing that you are a team that's coming through as quite a bit of a favorite in this matchup, in this head-to-head, and you have the confidence of a big win yesterday. So, you know, remember that as opposed to what's just taken place in that last map.
Yeah, we have to also keep in mind, though, that this is also a bit of a curveball tossed in by MIBR. The map pool completely shaken up from what it was yesterday. Maybe Sharks are coming into this like, yeah, MIBR are probably going to pick the map that they were able to clean up with ease and nuke yesterday, but much different story here as they do lock in Ancient to probably be a little bit of a surprise, a bit of an off map for Sharks. So we'll see this B site execute come on through for MIBR. Gafolo searching for one through the smoke, but it's going to be down to Doc's dualies. And oh boy, he rings out with the first, but then he gets the second. How does he stay alive? He stares down two players, but can't go down.
Oh my god, DRG as well finds one. Plucking one out through the smoke drop, trying to pick up the bomb and get the site, but there's way too many players around that corner. Doc finally does fall, but not making the 13th opening kill there to add to his tally so far this series as he starts things off right as he left it.
That is just... Well, what are you going to do about that if you're... if you are MIBR? Doc just stared two players down in the face, found 2 kills, and then the rest of the team picks up the slack. All right, well, the frustration continues here for MIBR. Sure, it's just a pistol, and you know I can say that MIBR, they're a team who have played through the grind. Like, they understand that these type of situations happen. How much can you take, though?
That's a good question. How much can you take here? They're going to try and rush it out, maybe get a bomb plant here, potentially. The help has already arrived. rdnzao is going to be the one to fall, but you can shake that off. And again, I mean, one of the win conditions, I will say, is you got to figure out a way to cool this guy off here. Starting off with a nice little double up, putting in his team in a 5v3 on the pistol isn't exactly ideal, but this is territory that MIBR have to be playing some on. They played a really good game just yesterday on this map, of course, versus 9Z, so looking to continue to replicate that performance there and try and build into the series here. We'll see if they can do so. And Sonny flying out towards middle.
Just run through the molly!
But he will take a nice opening there. Brennison follows suit.
That's a good 2-for-1, but it looks super unlikely with the smoke to the molly coming in super late. Very fortunate that Brennison committed to the bit. And does get the 2-for-1 here for MIBR. Safely, somehow.
That's a fiery start right there. That's MIBR showing that they're just as willing to get in your face and try and press the issue here. They've spread that defense a little bit thin, but reclaiming a mid control coming through from Sharks gives them an idea and starts to settle the positions. I mean, DRG now has a great angle to hold where you can find a nice little kill back out. That'll put it into a 3v3, so we'll see if he can accomplish that. Instead, he pushes forward.
He even gets the triple box. I mean, this is a potential multi-kill. DRG can multi-kill with the follow in the backlines too, but Brennison does escape the first angle. DRG with the double, and follows there as well. The positioning exceptional from Sharks, but Exit could pull off the clutch. He finds an isolated first kill, trying to charge down Gafolo here, and he does get him. Doc now, he does arrive in from Donut and is already on the site too. Exit gonna pop on out. The off angle, though, is
Doc
excellent.
spotted him.
Oh, you think he did?
I think he did. No, he didn't.
15 seconds, though. Exit needs to make a commitment here. Now 10 seconds remaining. Exit. Will this position be expected whatsoever from Doc? Close to CT spawn. Fake plant. Doc reveals his position. Doesn't matter. He's going to win the clutch. And more sour taste in the mouth for MIBR.
Just a great way to find a 4v5, all to be read into by Sharks with a brilliant reposition. DRG helping out his teammate. The Gafolo makes a quick rotation. There's 2 players in the 3v4 to handle that A-side pressure, and man, oh man, do they ever handle it without any problems.
My goodness. Holy, these rounds for Sharks are just so unbelievable, and it's going to continue. Gafolo picks one up through the smoke. A nice deeg shot from Insani, but man advantage rolling. Can he hit the next? No, not prepared for Togs. Sharks all over middle with a lot of manpower here.
Taking that ground there, so he does manage to pluck one out though. Togs eventually gets finished off. So a little bit of grace granted. For safe at least, a little bit of confidence to be built, but for the most part, kind of have troubles doing much else from this point forward. Getting closed out upon as well. Doc's on the hunt right now. He wants his eeks.
Kind of starved of opening kills here on this map. He's probably going to pick up this last one. I mean, safe. Hoping for an aggressive angle here. DRG not going to give him a chance, though. 4-0 start here for Sharks. Oh, boy, Cole. I mean, will this continue? Can this continue?
It's a good question. Can it continue? Can they keep things up? Can they keep the ball moving? You feel like MIBR throughout this tournament? I mean, you highlighted and hit on it. The adjustments have been promising. Dealing with teams like rdnzao with the pressure that was applied from a roster like that, who is so effective at taking mid-control and coordinating their efforts. Dogs, all the HE thrown out. But look at this collapse coming through there. DRG clotheslined on the inbound and Drop at least able to fight back.
Oh my god, but this guy is a lunatic trying to walk through the smoke, and yeah, he's gonna get caught. Doc hoping for some more isolated kills and not 3 players at his front doorstep, so Drop will take the entire site for himself and call in for some backup to RDN. Even nails, or is nailed by Insani through the smoke, and so this is likely to be a save here from Sharks.
Finally, a little bit of in. Drop is the one that does it.
What do you call, what do you call this round? A little bit bold from Sharks, perhaps?
Yeah, definitely confidence catching the better of them, but at this point, you want plays like that just to throw out every once in a while. Pressure that is a potential, that they can make those plays, that they're willing to make those plays. I mean, to be honest, those plays were working so much on Vertigo, you know, disrespecting smokes, just shift walking into angles there and trying to win duels. I can't even hate on it. I want to see this type of Sharks here. I want to see them disrespect MIBR because that's what looked so good for them compared to yesterday, which was a huge struggle.
Oh, and Brennison hunting for these saving rifles. This is some more confidence from MIBR. I mean, when a player stands still like that, you gotta be thinking that he's giving out the fist bumps right there. So MIBR, I think, a little bit more confidence there.
100%. That is a whole lot more confident. Taking those names right there with ease. Drop finding 2 to punish some incredibly effective players there. Taking down Doc on an opening exchange, preparing for what he has on offer, and then DRG as well, who, when you mentioned he had some nice rounds, some really crucial rounds as well in that last map.
Oh, but a boost up. Well, but not gonna complete it. No, Spidey sense is tingling here from Gafolo. A little too slow. Could have went poorly.
This 4-man stack here. I mean, MIBR, they really liked their B-pops yesterday. We saw those cool little plays towards the B side of the map here on Ancient, where they had the pop flash to get in cave control. Again, it looks like Sharks are well prepped for that.
Yeah, we'll see Drop. Go for the pick. Excellent flashbang as well. Just the setup systematic right here has Drop just clotheslines the whole defense. Off on the floor as well. Make it a 4K. And he didn't take a single bullet while doing it. A great setup for Drop to find all these masterful kills.
And maybe Doc does have some competition. Drop started off the first half with a single kill, got it in the last round of Vertigo. And now being able to open up rounds like this, finally, they have a man that can maybe contest. And you know what? It might just have to be Drop that steps up to the plate here and shakes up the system here and shuts down players like Doc and DRG, because that's, you know, back-to-back rounds where he's just been able to crack through the defense here.
And Togs in trouble again. And probably is going to get hunted down. And Drop's going to get the ace as well. And MIBR escorting it in. I think this is a little bit more life in this team that they certainly needed after this. I mean, a bit of a depressing vertigo for them.
Yeah, 100%. But now turn to the tides here. They forced the Sharks onto an eco. Position in which they had to eco a little bit there on vertigo. But for the most part, you know, even in those ecos, Doc was still a threat. This time he has no weapons, so they're just going to 5-man rush A main. rdnzao might be in for a real treat here. Plays his cards right, keeps his distance there. 2 kills, but that's it.
Tommy got to stop the charge on forward as well, and he does. AK picked up for Gafolo, though. We'll get some damage out on the back end, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. Now, the bomb is closer in spawn, but Gafolo not in the solar system just yet, just over towards spawn. I think he's going to try to work and hold on to that AK for the next round. So a little bit of damage towards the back end, but a bomb plant here for MIBR, and what's looking like 3 in a row.
Grab themselves a little bit of early momentum here. Exactly what you need. Nice damage, though, if you're Gafolo finding a couple extra kills. Again, that's some extra money for a potential op that could come through if he has enough loss bonus, so nicely done. MIBR starting to plant their feet on this T side of Ancient. Just like you said, they got to wipe their slate clean here. They want to get a chance to make it, you know, start off their year giving themselves an opportunity to qualify for IEM Chengdu, and getting really a redemption shot versus 9Z. It is an incredibly close series, I would say, outside of Inferno. Nuke was a super close map, so they're eager for the rematch because they know that series could have gone either way.
I think so as well. I mean, if it wasn't just the absolute, yeah, I mean, we can talk over it over and over again, but Doc, Doc did it to them. And also, I think Doc did it to him. But I will say, I was talking to you after in another round. I might have to hold that thought, because we're going to get a fast play here from MIBR. Charging into the B site. Drop wants to continually entry frag. He's just going to creep up onto the site, and Doc is down. Drop starting to feel it right now. A great nade onto the site pillar itself, plus a molly. And Safe will be held at bay for just a moment.
Well done there to keep him off the bomb plan just yet, but in doing so, they're kind of fading back here. They're kind of backing off of this postman, looking for some spam through the smoke, and well, there you go. Togs has just handled the lurk. We're going to a 4v4, but so much utility has been dispensed here. I'm actually noticing there's no kits as well, so it could be the save call. Another good kill from Togs.
They're gonna try.
They look more encouraged.
They're gliding back into the site like they are thinking about it right now. And this silent walk-up could be very dead. Like, there's another kill. This could be devastating for MIBR, but Safe is keeping him in it. He hears the player coming through from cave. Another no-scope attempted. Is there time? There's a kit. There's a kit on Doc. He had it. There's time here for Sharks. They pull off the retake.
The kit was right on top of the bomb. There's no panic. Getting the defuse on off. Sharks managed to make it happen there, and Togs with just a couple of late kills. Frustrating. MIBR in the post plant, finding these players getting over eager, trying to catch some hunting movement, and they get punished. I mean, MIBR and some of these post plants that you think they have in the bag, this was a problem, a big problem versus 9Z yesterday, and Martinez was the one abusing it. Well, that same problem lies in once again today here. These post plants that you think are near guaranteed are no guarantee at all right now. And, you know, I was talking about
MIBR feeling alight again. Well, this time, I mean, that's another just gutting round that they just shouldn't lose. But Sharks keep their heads in it. They realize that, hey, we've just been given a win condition, multiple win conditions. MIBR stop respecting their opponent and they get punished.
That's a quick answer right there from the Sharks. Again, big momentum builders when you need to shut things down from MIBR's camp. You know, drop entering is so massive here, but rdn caught a little bit off guard. They're not expecting Azani to make that sort of play, and sleep at the wheel there for a nice opening for MIBR.
Yeah, MIBR staying explosive. Oh, and there's one right back. Drop started this round. Taking some wallbang damage. Doc goes 100-0 through the wall instead. And save. Perfect angle as well. DRG drops. So MIBR will waltz into an empty B site. And Cole, believe it or not, I don't think Sharks can retake this one.
Togs still alive if they hunt him. I mean, it's just insane. Actually, a kill in T-spawn and then finding the A-lurk, being prepared for that, I just really didn't think it was a chance, but MIBR redeemed themselves very quickly, which is good news. Not a team, even despite the frustrating rounds that they lost, I mean, if you remember how Nuke went overall, it was so many, like, back and forth rounds there between Martinez and then MIBR get a great read, a great call, and then Martinez clutches against them again. Right there, there's another frustrating round, but MIBR just shake it off.
You know, I've been talking all about the emotions a bit here for MIBR, but maybe 6 months ago, it would get to them. But I think these past couple months, again, in full relocation to Europe, I believe in October of last season. And that, I'm sure, the online grind that
even
many...
They were boot camping before the season started.
Yeah, it's all business here for MIBR, but rdn, run and gun, full blind, will get the opening kill and trade out for the AK. And there is no frag back, just space to be taken. Come on, Brennan's on the hunt. In the meantime, Doc goes down and a back turn from rdn, and it swings back in the favor of MIBR. But Togs is looking for the trade to continue the aggression and goes down, does Gafolo. At least DRG comes through with one, but now watched by Safe. And while Sharks try to turn up the gas, MIBR handle it.
Quickly dealing with that sort of pressure right there. I mean, Drop right now, it really does have Doc's number. This is a huge answer for what was a major problem in that last map right now. Drop consistently besting this guy. Even in losing rounds, he's finding those quick picks. I gotta say credit to a player that had a very rough start to this series. Becomes super influential in the next map. That's the sort of composure that these guys need. 5-5 now, and chances for even more here as they force them onto an eco.
Pop flash doesn't quite land on the mark. Back exit. They gotta finish the kill. Another pop flash comes through, but Safe, not blinded. And crisis averted here for MIBR. Early, the opening little gambit doesn't pay off.
Not a bad idea there. Avoid that flash, which was pretty impressive there. Safe. His bullet gets ducked by rdnzao. I don't know how long they can continue to avoid the pressure here on this site. Spam continues to roll on through. Collapses come through. rdnzao wants a fight. He wants to tussle.
Getting his way up, but I mean, he's sandwiched between 4 players. A little dink to the back of Insani there, but no big deal. How much can one MP9 do here versus 5 players? Let's see it. First kill, good, but as it should be. Instantly traded. Bomb plant to be secured, and MIBR with a huge bounce back. They started this game off down 0-4.
Yeah, I better hold their own here. Again, that's MIBR coming through with some good adjustments here. Great stuff rolling through from Exit. Making sure his team can handle some of the issues, forcing Sharks, honestly, to have such low economy. And, you know, despite a massive hiccup in what was I thought was going to be a guaranteed 4-man save, they managed to stave off Sharks and the incredible momentum that they kicked off the series with and this map with.
So MIBR just on the road to recovery here. Up now 6-5 at the half. I would just say, despite, you know, the first 4 rounds of this game, once again, MIBR are just playing the solid Counter-Strike. I think this team is just less reliant on the multi-kills, and when there isn't a player necessarily popping off here for Sharks, it's MIBR who are in the driver's seat the whole way through. And, well, we're going to see a bit of a pacier play here. MIBR making the hard read onto this site, but, oh, it's going to cost them a lot. I say they try to switch up the gas in the last round of the half, but there's 3 players here. And as soon as I start singing some praises, Shark say, cut that one out.
Yeah, just try to end it on a fast A play, but I don't think that's going to go their way. Exit, what do you have for us here? Corner, not quite taken down by the op just yet. Trying to get some kills on his way out. This rush, though, is certainly shut down by Sharks.
Hopping in between. Gafolo not gonna take the bait. Instead, he eats a ghost through the wall. Exit trying to be threatening there. RDN almost goes down too. Now Gafolo, long angle. Traded out instantly there by Doc. So the quick play does not work out for MIBR. Sharks will cap off the half and equalize the score. We'll be back after a short one. And so MIBR are back in the swing of things, but, you know, maybe getting them ahead of themselves in a couple of these rounds. Sharks have been able to capitalize on that, and they're going to try and do so here on the B site. Drop and Brennison on the hold. But once again, Sharks looking good on the entries until Safe arrives on the scene with a double kill. Takes up the back lines, but can't stop this plant. 2v2.
2v2 as quick as can be right there, trading out all those names and numbers here. But rdnzao looking to press the issue forward here. Doesn't have his teammate close by.
Ooh, an exit long range with the dually. Can Doc do it here for his squad? No, not today. Exit will put him down finally and give him some service towards the end. 7 rounds to MIBR.
Let your frustration out on a guy that has been just dominant in that first map right there, making sure he can't get the clutch down range. That has to feel like a huge relief, a huge weight off their shoulders knowing you're up against that guy in a clutch, but being able to shut it down as easy as can be. 7 on the board here. MIBR, they take the lead, a position that they have not found themselves in quite some time. Has to be a good feeling.
But
see if they can maintain the driver's seat.
Yeah, of course, with the force spike coming through, so... You know, that can only last for so long. And I mean, Sharks have been the kind of team to win these very painful but important rounds.
They're prepared for here, getting ready to explode on in towards this A side. But there's a lot of help here. 2 players start the round off on A.
And exit safe. High low setup. Shadow spotted though. And it's looking good. Exit presses mouse 1. Safe. Long range. F4 finds a double. And all Sharks are on the floor for this one. MIBR will avert a catastrophe here. Just Doc to, of course, put his name in the kill feed.
That is such pretty control from Exit right there. Perfect stuff. Sonny looking to put this one to rest.
What?
Wait a second there, Doc.
Oh,
beautiful headshot right there to send them packing, but at least goes down swinging there with no question. What a fiery shot from Doc, but all is well. MIBR, they maintain on the force buy, and now it is going to be eco territory here. I guess Deagle territory for the Sharks.
I'm stunned, Cole. What on earth was that?
So sick.
It's... You know, our jobs as commentators, like, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, so we gotta shout at 6 shots. And we'll say that. We're going fast here towards this A site, then, well, not anymore, I suppose. Anything more? DRG, do you want to one-up Doc here? Doesn't look like it, so... MIBR gonna chill out here in the 3v5.
Seems like it could be the move. Settling down here, making sure that those Deagle's shots don't land any further. Want to keep that money nice and high. Collapse comes through, though, from the MP9. Safe wants those sweet eeks. Got to be careful, though, with an MP9.
You know, it's like a neuron activation meme when I see it. This makes you feel good. And
Oh yeah.
we offer a safe. 6K in the bank.
Sweet ecos. Right there, cashing in those checks. I don't know if Safe really would like to hold on to this MP9. Did see him drop it. Yeah, there you go. There's that upgrade. All that hard work with the MP9. But then you get to the real deal here, because the rest of his roster has very good firepower. There's no MP9s for anyone else. Everyone's got rifles in hand, so you want to bring all your tools here, try and end this map off early, take it to a 3rd as soon as possible.
Let's see for now in Sonny. And Brennan's in the charge forward, and it's Sonny just handles the trade fragger there. 2 players go down instantly here for Sharks. And MIBR have just paved the road to an easy win, except for Gafolo. He's in the server. Walks right on through togs as well through the smoke. Will win his fight versus Drop, and suddenly it swings back for the Sharks. Are we going to continue walking through smokes?
He snuck out.
And Sonny will not spot the players leaving that B site, but we'll call it clear for his team.
Yeah, right now you just saw Safe actually go and clear out the site proper, so it's getting a whole lot more interesting. You're looking at the utility, though. There's a little pop flash potential to try and clear out Insani, though. Everyone on MIBR very close and closing in on these T's right now. No longer the case. Insani is very much on an island.
But this position is very unexpected. You see Gafola holding for that ramp push. RDN will clear it, but only sort of. Insani 2 headshots. Gafola trying to swing forward with the op on the trade, but Insani is a beast right now. Yeah, he's going to let him know.
My God, right there. Insani putting them all down as quick as can be. And that's exactly how you need to play that. If you have no teammates, you catch a little bit of a missed space trade. And they find themselves walking into an incredibly strong mechanical player in Insani 1 by 1. And he's going to make sure he capitalizes on that. Instant clothesline headshots coming through there for him. And MIBR, they win another buy round and still maintain that composure. Still looking to take this one to a third map here in a much more confident fashion.
A little bit of an awkward start for this round. And for the Sharks, smoke going down to the doors. They're going to try and swing through it. At least Doc searching for the kill. But this map control is pretty suffocating right now for MIBR. Sharks are in their spawn.
Exactly. Easiest movement here, trying to take this B control back-to-back rounds, and now you gotta do it with pistols, of course. No easy task here. Hand, and one just gets plucked out.
Yep. Yeah. What are you supposed to do about that? And next up, the pistols are gonna make their way out middle. Makes you wonder. And Sonny? I think he's here. Yeah, he definitely is in the server. Now he's going to make his way up close and delete DRG. Quick trade from RDN, but the deficit pretty heavy here, and it gets worse with Brennison for Sharks. As Safe. Oh, he's under some threat. I will mention RDN will get the headshot through the smoke, and now this round gets to be blown open. Safe will hold his own, though, on the fight versus Togs. And leaves RDN in the 1 versus 3. Safe calling in for backup. Doesn't need it, though, because it's 11 rounds for MIBR.
Whew, a little bit dicey right there, but Safe shakes it off with the sidearm and the op shot to finish. Playing a hell of a game so far. Hell of a series. Had a great first map there. Looked pretty sharp with the rifling, can do some good work with the op. Well, right now, he's locking down another good scoreline here, 17-7. He had drop in that first half, eliminating what was one of the biggest problems, or the biggest problem, I should say, on Vertigo, and having Doc's number over towards that B side, so full team effort here, really. I mean, sure, you got Safe leading the pack, and Sonny's had some good rounds, but everyone's hovering around 11 kills. Outside of that.
And 11 rounds, I suppose, so everyone's been getting their 1. Surely, right?
That's all you need to do. End of the day, you get your 1.
Yeah, you should be winning all the rounds if everyone gets their 1. That's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. I think I got that. Is that 5? Did I say 6 ones or 5 ones?
I don't know. I'll have to run it back there. Get a replay on that.
Action replay. Real quick. Don't do it for that. That's pretty lame replay. Either way, 11-6 here. It's MIBR looking to force this one to a third. Exit the swing for middle. The nade's a little bit off the mark because the smoke is a little bit weird. And in the meantime, flash down the middle. Sharks leave the scene and just leave Gafola to cover up the fallback. And Insani will fall right into the crosshair.
He's got cover right there. Gafola, nice little opening pick on the fadeaway. Still met by some utility, met by a smoke towards middle. That is soon going to fade here. Another smoke gets recycled, though. Really well placed. It's all about how much time they can keep them at bay here. But eventually they'll disrespect it and just take that mid control in the 4v5. Smart CS coming through from Sharks to take some priority earlier in a round.
Safe gets on the threat angle too, but RDN walks into a crosshair as well. Both ops finding impact. Safe's gonna need to do a lot more though with the play coming through from Donut and a smoke off the mark. Oh, that's just horrible for Safe. That forces him to fall back through it instead. Be able to come through in rotation. Unsure if he heard Togs, however, so his position locked in. Does spot him on the jiggle. Safe wants this fight, and yeah, he's gonna get it. Togs will win his duel and put Sharks in a heavy advantage at the moment, but still fighting for donut control. MIBR unsuccessful. You'd think that call in the save.
Yeah, 2v4, don't want to make much of a move here, but exit. There's no escaping Doc's wrath. It's just going to be Brennan who can save over. And honestly, the fact that they even just save one rifle is going to get them at least a pretty comfortable purchase. Brennan he can drop exit next round, and everyone else is comfortable to purchase in. So, Sharks off the back of a lovely opening pick coming through from Gafolo out of the gates, and then the call to, you know, really aggress forward there to force the issue towards middle and not play a passive game. They didn't play scared CS right there from the Sharks, and that's what they need to do here. They need to play confident like they were on Vertigo.
I think the big thing about that round was actually the missed smoke from Safe. It had a weird bounce.
Yeah.
And so that said, Safe with that smoke not being flush in with Donut, you know, he could be threatened to be overwhelmed and didn't want to take the fight. So completely reasonable decision, but it's a small error that takes away a chance there from MIBR. Pushing down deep B lane, though. And Doc, it's a team kill. And Sonny's going to make up for it, though. Combined with exit. It's an excellent control exercise by MIBR.
We'll just be able to take continuous spam from exit as well. Does not give up on that line. Just continues to rain down terror, and MIBR very likely going to put themselves one round off here. Gafolo, he's had some good clutches so far. This one is a step too far, I feel. And even further, they're kind of pressuring him. They're closing in on his location at the moment. And Sonny is running in T-spawn, and very soon he's going to get flanked or chased down. There's a spot.
Now he's pretty cooked here. There is nowhere to run. He'll scoop up an AK, getting flanked, about to hand his back over to Insani as well, but instead will walk in a drop. And that is 5 map points available now for MIBR. I think it's I think the Doc show is over.
Yeah, I have to agree with you right there. I was kind of laughing because Drop had just thrown his gun. I think he tried to get the AK, but then got blocked by his teammate. And so he couldn't find it. But hey, you know, no big deal. They got money to go around, and like you said, they've been able to figure out the answer here. Doc was a wrecking crew. Again, I mean, he put 11 rounds. 11 rounds. He's found the opening kill in that Vertigo map, and you know, again, as I mentioned, that 75% chance of winning once they're in the 4v5s. That it's almost hard to lose a map like that. But now where he's kind of limited, it's obviously not going to be easy to keep that same performance up. The tides have certainly turned in MIBR's favor on their own map pick.
Yeah, and it does help that players like Insani have certainly turned up with the multi-kills and the round-winning plays that MIBR need. Bot posted here for safe. And shift walk into the angle, but a missed shot somehow. Doc survives. Plot armor, I guess. Now to walk into Brennison. Weird angle being assembled as it fades. Doc spotted, but he wins the fight. Drop comes through with the trade, however. Gonna go in for seconds. He's thinking about it. He will go for it and find the multi-kill for the 3v3.
It's that smoke down there, taking great space, but moving through that smoke right there's a massive risk, and Insani gonna cut one off there. rdnzao, though, another massive trade, and they do take that site at the very least. So punching in the digits here, both players rotating in from CT spawn at the moment. and getting that utility off.
And the post plants do get to be assembled. Wait, however, you do see Togs move in with rdnzao in towards cave. There's some hesitation here from Sharks.
Utility to flush him out. The rdnzao can just post up here and buy time.
We'll see. Here's the footsteps for sure, and you talk about that time factor, but it's not quite planted for him. Fake defuse going down. A sniper shot, but a great kill from Togs. That's going to win it here for Sharks, and the guns taken away as well. Togs turns up, and at least keeps Sharks in this map.
Yeah, massive output right there coming through from Togs to keep things nice and contained. rdnzao as well. A guy who, on the other end of things, maybe didn't have like the greatest performance on Virgo. Struggled a little bit here or there in some of the rounds for sure, and was a bit of a target from MIBR, but turning the tides nicely on Ancient here, and definitely giving his team a much better chance to hold steady.
Let's see what gives here for MIBR. They're going to continue going in for the force, and yep, this game is not over, folks. 4 rounds is realistically a small distance to cover. If Sharks pick this one up convincingly, taking away all the guns, MIBR are dead broke, and we're going into the trenches.
No question. We go all the rounds once again here. A little boost action though for Insani, who's getting set up for success here, but can land the duels to back it up. He's gonna get help from his teammates over towards the B side there. Molotovs land, and I imagine some smokes will soon follow.
Is always going to walk through these, at least thinking about it, but RDN falls directly through the smoke. Just straight spam from Insani. Another smoke to bottom middle to continually lock out this map control, but, you know, Sharks have time to burn.
Exit just grabbed an AK right there. It's an extra rifle in hand. There's that pop flash though through the smoke. It's met by another smoke there toward the top, and some spam right there. Look at the damage. That HE should do it. No. Oh, the spam does it actually. Oh no, the HE does find him. Okay, so he gets the job done anyways. And it will be a nice little extension here. 2 opening picks now with the rifle entrusted in Insani.
Yeah, looking good to end the map, as well as a pop flash ready for Brennison. Thinking about it, get close, pop flash, incredible! All 3 players blind. Brennison, 1 mag from the MP9 will do it, and will send us to a 3rd map here for MIBR. The road to Chengdu continues with some bumps in the road, yes, but a 3rd map on the way.
I mean, that last round right there, Insani responsible for 5 kills.